His mother's bundle was at the station. Lee Jae-bong saw the cloth bundle, sitting on a worn chair in the corner of the waiting hall. He could not move. It was his mother Choi Jung-hui's bundle. The floral pattern, the corners worn thin. No question. 4 days had passed since his mother disappeared. The waiting hall was empty. Early March morning, through the window he could see the tracks. Snow had piled on the rails. The station clerk's booth was vacant. He walked to the bundle and stood in front of it. He reached out and untied the knot. 2 sets of clothing, 1 towel, and a photograph. A torn photograph. Only the right half remained. The left was gone. In the remaining half was his mother. Young. She was smiling. Who had been on the left half he could not know. On the missing side, Lee Jae-bong was 37. His mother Choi Jung-wei was 63. 4 days ago his mother had said she was taking a train from this station, going to visit a distant relative's village. He had not been able to see her off. Work at the factory had run late that day. "It is fine, I can go by myself," she had said that the evening before. 4 days passed. Word came from the relative's house that she had not arrived. He had come to the station yesterday. He asked the station worker, "Did you see a woman in her 60s board a train 4 days ago?" The worker said he did not know. "Too many passengers," he said. Jae-bong had looked around the waiting hall. Nothing. This morning he had come back and found the bundle. Someone had placed it there. Between last night and early this morning. He held the photograph. His mother's smiling face. He could not tell when it had been taken. Much younger than the mother he remembered. She looked to be in her 30s. At that time he would not yet have been born or would have been very young. The tear ran through his mother's left shoulder. Her left hand had been cut away. It looked as though her left hand had been holding someone else's hand. A portion of those fingertips remained. The hand being held looked like a man's hand, large, with thick knuckles. He wrapped the bundle back up. He carried it out of the station. He went home. His father Lee Bong-soo was sitting on the sofa, 65 years old. Since his mother had disappeared he had barely moved from that sofa. He was not eating properly. Jae-bong set the bundle on the table. His father looked at it. He recognized it. His face went still. He said it was at the station waiting hall. His father said nothing. He took out the photograph. He held it out to his father. His father took it. He looked at it for a long time. His hands trembled slightly. He said, "Father, do you know this photograph?" His father said, "I know it." He said, "When was it taken?" His father said, "A long time ago." He said, "Who was on the torn left side?" His father did not answer. He asked again, "Father, who was on the left side that was torn away?" His father said slowly, "It was me." He went still. His father said, "I tore it a long time ago, into 2 pieces." He said, "Why?" His father was quiet for a long time. Then he said, "Back then your mother and I nearly separated. We nearly ended things. So I tore the photograph. 1 half each. If it was the end, then that was how we would end it." He said, "But you did not separate." His father said, "No, we did not. But we never joined the 2 halves back together. We each kept our half." He said, "Why?" His father said, "I do not know. It just stayed that way." He said, "Then where is your half?" His father thought for a moment, then said it should be in the drawer. He went to his father's room. He opened the drawer. Deep at the back there was a folded piece of paper. He took it out. He unfolded it. A half photograph. A man. His father when he was young. Smiling. The right shoulder side had been cut away. He carried both halves back to the main room. He placed them side by side on the table. They fit exactly. The 2 halves became one photograph. A young mother and a young father standing side by side, both smiling. He could not tell where it had been taken. An ordinary alley in the background. But the 2 of them were smiling brightly. His father's eyes fell on that photograph. He looked at it for a long time. He said, "Mother put this half in the bundle. Why would she have done that?" His father said, "I do not know." He said she must have boarded a train from that station. But why did she leave the bundle behind? His father said nothing. He said, "Father, did you know that mother was going somewhere? Not to the relative's village. Somewhere else." His father said slowly, "I did not know." He looked at his father's face. He wanted to confirm whether that answer was true. His father looked away. He said, "Father." His father said, "I knew." He held his breath. His father said, "Your mother told me. For a long time. She said she wanted to go just once. There is a place she lived when she was young. Across the border. A village where she grew up. She had been saying for a long time that she wanted to go there once." He said, "Then why did you not tell me?" His father said, "I did not stop her either. I just let her go." His eyes went hot. His father said, "She will come back. That is the kind of person your mother is. She does what she wants to do and then she comes back." He said, "Then why did she leave the bundle?" His father said, "She probably wanted to travel light." He looked at the two halves of the photograph. A young man and a young woman. Standing side by side, smiling. In an alley from a long time ago. His mother had placed this half of a photograph inside the bundle. And left it at the station. There had been a reason. Had she wanted to send it to his father? Or had she been planning to take it back with her when she returned? There was no way to know. Would you have gone toward the border to look for your mother? Or stayed beside your father and waited? He did not separate the two halves of the photograph again. He left them on the table side by side, lying together. His father said, "Have you eaten?" He said, "Not yet." His father said, "Eat something." He went to the kitchen. He put a pot on the stove. His mother's doenjang soup was in the refrigerator. She had made it 3 days ago. He poured it into the pot and heated it. The two of them ate without speaking. The two halves of the photograph lay side by side on the table. Wind came from outside. The morning of March 11th. A little snow was still on the ground. Footprints were pressed into the alley, going in several directions. Which direction his mother had gone he did not know. But he knew that she had left behind half of a photograph. And he knew that the other half had been in his father's drawer for a long time. Two halves that had been apart for years were lying side by side today for the first time. A person who went far away and said nothing was not the same as a person who left nothing behind. Half a torn photograph had been inside the bundle. For some things that was enough. If this story stayed with you, the next one begins here too.